Hello, everybody, and welcome to this EFT tapping session. My name is Andrea Isherwood, and I am so excited to be here tapping with you today on conquering self sabotage. So, my little motto for this was Sabotage Slay because, let's just get rid of it once and for all, right? I feel like so many of us have this coming reoccurring in different areas of our life. So, whether it's career or relationships or health, whatever it is, there's this little area where the sabotage cycle just likes to stick in, right? So, we are going to come into a quick little meditation, kind of just come into our body, just a quick scan, ground in, and then we are going to go into slaying our self sabotage. So I invite you to close your eyes, get nice and comfy, rooted in your seat. You're going to just start taking some big, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. The more audible you can push it out of your mouth, the better. And as you sit in your seat, I want you to come into a place of love and gratitude for showing up here today, for doing the things that a lot of people won't, to feel better in your mind, body, and soul. I also want you to bring to the forefront of your mind an area of your life that you find yourself constantly self-sabotaging. So, like I said, maybe that's relationships, maybe it's work related, maybe it's health related, fitness, nourishment, mindset. Where do you find yourself constantly self sabotaging? Another one, a good one, is money. So, I'm going to invite you to place your left hand over your heart. Your left side is all about receiving, and I just want you to feel that love energy. Give that love energy to yourself for showing up today. It is not easy, you guys, and it is amazing that you are here. On your next deep breath in, I want you to roll your shoulders up and back, really opening and broadening your heart chakra space, maybe rolling your head up and back. Just really getting nice and grounded into this moment. I invite you to not worry about what you were doing before this, and invite yourself not to worry about what you might have to go to after this, allowing yourself to be fully present in this moment here and now. Taking one more deep breath in and audibly pushing it out. Amazing. So, we are going to work through cycles of self sabotage. Okay, we want to bust this up and stop it from happening. For so many of us, this is going to be something, it's a thought pattern, it's a learned behavior, it's just things that we do over and over and over again that sabotage our results. Okay, so this could be fear of success, it could be fear of unknown, because most likely, if you didn't sabotage your results, you would end up somewhere different. And that can be a little bit scary. So, first, we're going to dive into bringing up all the ways that we do this before we go into releasing and affirming something new. So, I invite you to tap on the side of your hand, and you're just going to repeat after me. Even though I have the tendency to sabotage myself in different areas of my life, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I know I could stop doing some of the things that I'm doing and make room to do things differently, It's not always easy to break the cycle. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I feel ready to do this differently, I'm honestly not sure where to start. But I love and accept myself fully. Let's move to the top of the head. These cycles of self sabotage, eyebrow point, that have been holding me back. Side of the eye, I feel stuck in these behaviors. Under the eye, and these thought patterns just won't change. Under the nose, I don't know how to do things differently. Under the mouth, and I feel scared of what will happen if I do. Collarbone point. So even though I'm tired of playing small, under the arms and keeping myself safe in comfort, under the chest, it feels easier to stay here. Tapping the wrists, it feels comfortable. Top of the head, doing the things that I know. Eyebrow point, doing the things that get me the same results. Side of the eye, and keep me in the same place. Under the eyes, where it's safe. Under the nose, where I know the outcome. Under the mouth, where I know what the result will be. Collarbone point, even though I have a yearning for more in my life. Under the arms, or I want to see the outcome of this thing differently. Under the chest, I know how to stay where I am. Tapping the wrists. And so it scares me a little to change it up. Top of the head, thinking about breaking the self sabotage. Eyebrow point, about breaking these cycles I've come attached to. Side of the eye, that can feel scary. Under the eyes, that can feel like a lot of work. Under the nose, that potentially feels like I need to get really honest with myself. Under the mouth, honest about what I truly want. Collarbone point, and honest about what it's going to take to get there. Under the arms, because then if I'm honest with myself, under the chest, the choice is left up to me. Tapping the wrists, do I do something different and stop the cycle? Top of the head, do I quit these sabotaging behaviors? Eyebrow point, do I jump into the unknown? Side of the eye and see what could be waiting on the other side? Under the eyes, or do I stay where I know what it feels like? Under the nose, do I stay where I know the outcome? Under the mouth, this is something I need to dig into a little bit. Collarbone point, and this is something I need to get real clear on. Under the arms, if I'm going to take the next step. Under the chest, and break these cycles of self-sabotage. Good job, you guys. Take a nice deep breath. And so this is where you need to have a really sincere conversation with yourself. Because if you really want to break the self sabotage and you really want to stop these behaviors that are keeping you stuck, keeping you small, keeping you unhappy, keeping you comfortable, then you have to really figure out if you want what's on the other side of that. Because it is going to take change. It is going to take different behaviors. It's going to take different thought patterns, and it's going to take trusting trusting yourself in this process of doing things differently to have a different outcome. And a lot of the times we have this like fear of success. Like, what does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that do for the people around us? How does that affect the people around us? All of these things are unknown. But if you aren't willing to get a little uncomfortable, then you're always going to stay comfortable and you're always going to keep repeating those same patterns. So we're going to go into this next round, really allowing ourselves, telling our subconscious mind that it is okay to release the self-sabotage cycles, to really embrace the new ways that we can do this and the new things. We're going to bring in awareness and setting goals and celebrating ourselves, and then we'll go into affirming. So we're going to tap on the side of the hand and say, even though in the past I have been scared to do things differently, I'm ready to get honest with myself today. And I'm ready to decide I want more. Whatever it is that I've been self-sabotaging, I'm ready to do that differently. Because I'm feeling really tired of the same result. I'm feeling really tired of feeling the same way around this. And I'm ready to see what can happen. So even though there's been resistance and I've allowed myself to stay stuck in these cycles, I'm ready to let go today. And I love and accept myself always. Go to the top of the head. Even though it feels comfortable, eyebrow point to stay where I'm at. Side of the eye, I want more. Under the eyes, and in order to get that, under the nose, I'm going to have to stop sabotaging myself. Under the mouth, I'm going to have to start doing things differently. Collarbone point, I'm going to have to start thinking differently. Under the arms, and that's going to be difficult. Under the chest, because I'm so used to doing what I do. Tapping the wrists. But what I'm starting to realize, top of the head, if I want to see different, eyebrow point, do different or feel different, side of the eye, things are going to have to change. Under the eyes, and those changes will be up to me. Under the nose, so this area of my life, under the mouth, where I've been playing small. Collarbone point, where I've been keeping myself comfortable. Under the arms, I'm ready to get curious. Under the chest, and I'm ready to jump in. Tapping the wrist, jump into doing things differently. Top of the head, jumping into creating a new way. Eyebrow point, a new way of acting. Side of the eye, and talking. Under the eyes, I might have to make some changes. Under the nose, and I might need to put some boundaries in place. Under the mouth, because if I'm going to get serious, collarbone point, I'm going to have to put in the work. Under the arms, so I'm going to do a few things. Under the chest to ensure my success. Tapping the wrist, I'm going to become super aware. Top of the head, aware of the same patterns. Eyebrow point, what are the things that I am constantly doing? Side of the eye, to sabotage myself. Under the eye, I'm going to get really clear on this. under the nose, because this is the first step, under the mouth, to breaking the cycle. Collarbone point. So I'm becoming extremely aware, under the arms, of the behaviors and thought patterns under the chest, keeping me stuck. Tapping the wrists. Then I'm going to set realistic goals. Top of the head, ones that I can do. Eyebrow point, ones that start small. Side of the eye, and allow me to build. Under the eye, because when I can create small successes, under the nose, and things that are achievable, under the mouth, I know I will start to recognize that. Collarbone point, and be able to build. Under the arms. And then I'm going to learn to celebrate. Under the chest, celebrate my wins. Tapping the wrists. This will reinforce, top of the head, my positive changes. Eyebrow point, I will not skip this step. Side of the eye, because it will be crucial to my success. Under the eyes, the little things I'm able to do. Under the nose, that help me stop sabotaging. Under the mouth, I'm going to celebrate those. Collarbone point, and that is going to help me, under the arms, get out of these crazy cycles I'm in. Good job. Take another deep breath. So first, talking to yourself that you are ready to start making some changes, to doing things differently, to getting really realistic with yourself so that you can own up to making these changes. And then the 3 tips that I offer are awareness, setting realistic goals, and celebrating the small wins. So you have to be aware of what you're doing. And if you're not sure, you just kind of have to start tuning in. So whatever area of it is that you are working on, relationships, health, career, you just need to really tune in and ask for signs. If you don't know, just say, I'm ready to know. I'm ready to know what I'm doing, where I'm doing it, and start journaling. Journaling will be huge for this. Writing things down. Then set realistic goals. If you say it's your health and your fitness and you like want to get really strong and fit. If you aren't working out at all right now and you put down that you're going to work out 7 days a week, I can guarantee you most likely that is not going to be sustainable. Therefore, it's not going to reinforce positive behaviors. Therefore, you're probably going to go back into the cycle of self-sabotage. If you start with 2 to 3 days of moving your body and build from there, celebrating your wins on those 2 to 3 days you do it, that will encourage you to keep going. So the third one of celebrating your small wins, those are really important because it just reinforces that you are doing things differently and you are on the right path, right? So we're going to go into our affirmation round and just really bring in like the celebratory vibes that like we can do this. We are capable. We are making a choice. We are doing this differently. Okay. So we're going to start right on the top of the head and say, I'm doing it differently. Eyebrow point, I am stopping the madness. Side of the eye, I will no longer, under the eyes, keep myself stuck, under the nose, in self-sabotage. Under the mouth, I am making the choice, collarbone point, to do things differently. Under the arms, to show up differently. Under the chest, and to stick to it. Tap in the wrists, I am letting go, top of the head, of the behaviors that no longer serve me. Eyebrow point, and the idea of thinking, side of the eye, that I need to play it small. Under the eyes, because I deserve whatever it is. Under the nose, that I want to have. Under the mouth, And I am stepping out of collarbone point, my own way. Under the arms, I am choosing differently. Under the chest, and I will follow through. Tapping the wrists because I deserve. Top of the head to feel good about myself. Eyebrow point to feel proud of what I'm doing. Side of the eye and to experience that success. Under the eyes, so I'm ready. Under the nose, ready to make some moves. Under the mouth, ready to get super honest with myself. Collarbone point, ready to become aware. Under the arms, ready to set realistic goals. Under the chest, I'm ready to celebrate the small wins. Tapping the wrist as I conquer my self-sabotage. One big breath. And so it is. Amazing work, you guys. I hope you can feel the shifts happening already. I hope you start to feel really empowered around this and setting some really clear goals on what this can look like for you. So if you have any questions, if you would like help working through these areas where you are just in the cycle over and over and over, and you want to work together to break that up, I would love, love, love to see if I'm the right fit for you. You can reach me on Instagram at Dedicated with Dre and on Facebook. And I think my email is in the notes. So I would love to hear from you. I hope this helped. I am so ready to watch you slay your sabotage and be living your best life. So have an amazing day and hope to see you soon.